Hi, I'm Dr. James Meschino. Let's talk about natural remedies for osteoarthritis. Well, osteoarthritis is sometimes called degenerative arthritis, and that's because it's often related to aging. As we get older, almost everybody runs into some osteoarthritis over time. And so we used to think that it was a wear and tear problem because, it seems to happen as people get older. But we realized during the 1980s that that's not really the case. In fact, a lot of people who use their joints a lot actually have the healthiest joints as they get older. So it's not really wear and tear. There was a big breakthrough in the 1980s. We started to see that one of the underlying biochemical and genetic steps that occurs in osteoarthritis development is that the body stops making optimal amounts of glucosamine. You probably have heard of glucosamine as a supplement, but the body makes glucosamine. And you need that glucosamine in order to make joint cartilage. You see, there's normally a turnover of the joint cartilage. You break some cartilage down, and the body's already is synthesizing some new cartilage to replace it. The natural dynamic flux of the body, as we call it. After the age of 40, the enzyme to make glucosamine drops off, and so you can't make it the way you did when you were younger. And the result is, over time, the cartilage breaks down and becomes thinner. On x-rays, you start to see bones getting a little closer together, narrowing of the joint space, as we say when we look at those x-rays. And so for a long time, no one really knew what to do about it. But in recent years, they said, if we run out of glucosamine, maybe if we give people glucosamine supplementation, it can compensate for the glucosamine the body doesn't make for itself anymore. And studies have shown that that's exactly true. So we're seeing that glucosamine can be very helpful, but that's not the whole story around osteoarthritis. As we get older, on the inner lining of our joints, there's like saran wrap around the joints. And on the lining of that saran wrap, there are immune cells called monocytes, and they morph into what are called macrophages. And as we get older, those macrophages secrete certain chemicals or cytokines that also promote more inflammation and pain as we get older. And that's part of the aging process as well. So the best way to prevent osteoarthritis and to manage it long term is actually to give the body back glucosamine in the form of supplementation. Because when you put glucosamine in, it gives the body the raw materials to start making that cartilage again to stabilize it. And there are no drugs that can do that. There's not a drug that can rebuild your joint cartilage or stabilize it. Some people make the mistake of taking chondroitin sulfate, or they take glucosamine with chondroitin. The body can't really absorb much of the chondroitin, so it's sort of useless. It's much better to combine glucosamine with 3 natural anti-inflammatory herbs that I like: bromelain, MSM, and quercetin. When you put those together, you get the natural anti-inflammatory effect to suppress the inflammatory chemicals, and you also help to stabilize the joint cartilage. When you combine that with a good anti-inflammatory diet, meaning less high-fat animal products, and watch out with the certain vegetable oils that produce inflammation as well, and a bit of an exercise program, now you're on the way to having healthy joints for a lifetime in most cases. The thing is that many family doctors and rheumatologists and orthopedists, when they see patients that have arthritic conditions like this, fail to tell them about the importance of the diet and lifestyle modifications in the long-term management of the condition. And it's very unfortunate. In fact, it's disappointing to me because the evidence is so strong and consistent, and I've seen it work for so many people, that that it's really a disservice. So in addition to whatever drugs the person's taking, the lifestyle management becomes equally as important. So the best thing you can do to understand this is to download my ebook that's available right here on the proven natural remedies for joint pain, arthritis, and inflammation. You can download it right here, and I'd suggest you do that right away. The booklet shows you exactly the lifestyle plan to help you better manage any arthritic condition, and it can be used with any drugs or medical treatment that's been offered to you thus far. In fact, every single arthritic patient should have a copy of this ebook, Proven Natural Remedies for Joint Pain, Arthritis, and Inflammation. So download it right now if you have osteoarthritis or know someone who does. Now, at meschinohealth.com, you'll see my published review papers. You'll see certain videos that I've created, footage from my live professional seminars, other resources and downloads that I have available for free, all of which will help you lead a long, healthy, functional life. You want to stay functional, not just alive. And my review papers and teaching materials come complete with all the scientific references to make sure that you're getting only evidence-based information on any health topic that you're seeking out. So be sure to use meschinohealth.com as an ongoing, reliable resource for health and wellness information for both you and your family members. Thanks so much.